Hello guys, I'm Comic Toonverse, and in today's live stream, I'm going to talk about one word and a doom. And this is actually my first stream that I'm actually talking. So yeah, I don't know how it's going to go, but I hope it goes well. And before I begin, I need to say something more about Dr. Doom. So first of all, before he was able to accomplish all this one word and a doom, he became Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah. He became the Sorcerer Supreme and took that title from Doctor Strange himself, the original Sorcerer Supreme. And so this comic is actually very interesting. And I'm just yapping to my let's just go. Okay, so the comic starts with Doctor Doom making a grand announcement to the world that he's a new world leader. Not like a president of a country, but he's actually a world leader. They are entitled to him and he's their leader. He's going to protect them, blah blah blah. And now there's nothing like United States, there's nothing like Russia, there's nothing like South Africa, Nigeria, there's nothing like Africa. Everything is like variant. And now he's now the new leader of Earth. And there's nothing like planet Earth. It's just like variant. That was that's that's an interesting start. I mean, I thought the comic would start with him taking over, trying to take over and all, but this actually started with him being the leader of it. Oh my God. You can never be surprised by Dr. Doom. So he starts the announcement by telling them that there are no more queens or warlords, but just him. And all presidents, kings are sworn fealty to him. And now he's their leader. And as such, he has two things that is going to grind them as their new leader. But before that, since he's the new leader, what because he's a villain, or people think he's a villain, what people think he's going to do is slave labor, all those world capturing, killing, and all that. But that's not what Doom is. Or since he's now the new leader, he's going to go after his enemy, Richard Reeves, or with Richard. Yeah, he's going to go after his enemy with Richard, but he's not pet, you know. He's more than that. He's way beyond that. As the new president or the new leader of Earth, something like that is beneath him. And so he's not going to do anything like that. And yeah, so they should forget what they are thinking. And as their new leader, there's two things that is going to grant them. First is there will be no more wars between countries. Say Russia versus USA or no more conflict between this king. No, there's nothing like conflict in New Latveria. And there's just peace. Whoever tries to do that will have to face oh great doom. Yeah. Whoever tries to raise conflict is going to face doom himself. So if you don't want any trouble, you just don't have to even try it. And he was speaking or broadcasting this thing. There were people actually trying to take over Doom, planning some airstrikes and all that. And he goes to tell them that I know all, I see all, I know what you are trying to do. And then just from the broadcast, he sent some Doombots to totally destroyed them. Like he destroyed them. I was like, just this part even got the best of me. Like, oh yeah, I'm merciful, Doom, and I'm going to forgive you. But then there's a limit to my patience, or there's a limit to my mercy. And he just blew the guy's head off. Like he just blows it off, saying that he's merciful, and just that his mercy has limits. So you don't have to cross the line. Just because he's merciful doesn't mean you should try to cross him. Yes, that's the new leader of Earth. And then the second thing that he's granting Earth is free healthcare and education. That's very interesting. From no more conflicts between nations or two parties, and then now free healthcare and education for everybody who choose to avail themselves of course. He's not going to force it upon anybody. And it is essential for everybody in Latveria to get free healthcare. It's like your duty. You are entitled to it. Since you are in new Latveria, you are entitled to free healthcare. You are entitled to education, all forms of education what from wherever you can think of to graduate. As long as you avail yourself for it, you are going to get it. Quality education. You don't have to rely on migration. You don't have to rely on money. You don't have to be excessively rich to receive scholarships. Now he is giving everybody free healthcare and then free education to everybody and all. It doesn't matter who you are. He's not that, and he goes to say that these things were true. I mean, if I think about this, I think it is actually true. Our leaders can make this work for us. Universal education and healthcare for everybody, regardless of your gender, regardless of where you come from, who you are, whether you have a health insurance or not. I mean, they could do it for us, but just that they don't want to do it for us. But Doom is saying that he's going to give to everybody and anybody who abuse himself. Greed is and moral cowardice. He doesn't have any of that because he's Doom. He's magnanimous. He's so wisdom. And so as he continues the broadcast, he goes to tell them that, oh, yes, I'm the new leader of the world, but your current leaders will still rule over you. Your daily lives are going to go on as usual. Nothing is going to change. Just some significant improvements, more security, and all that. That's just what's going to change. But for now, nothing else is going to change. Yeah, all to do whatever you want to do as you were. Just don't kill anybody or fight. Don't get into conflict. Don't try to overthrow him. Don't try to fight. And at the same time, we have the heroes here who think they are too good for this and always judging people based on what they've done before. I mean, personally, Doom is not a villain for me. Doom is not a villain for me at all because I've read so much of his comics, and then he's like this chill guy who hasn't done anything wrong, really. Just that he wants better and he knows better. And of course, he is better. So the heroes gather to discuss what's going on. Is it even true that this is actually true that the leaders actually sworn their loyalty to him, or just some Doombots or a mind control? They were like, what is going on? How can this change all of a sudden? And they know Doom. That guy is very cunning, yeah, smart and cunning. So they thought something was up. So they had to gather and then plan something with the Fantastic Four, Avengers, and even individuals like Squirrel Girl and Storm joining the party. Yeah, so you can see Thor, Man, Fen, you can see the Reed family. And then they plan on raiding Doom, they plan on what to do. And they contact what's her name? How can I even forget her name? Black Widow. They contact Black Widow, who's been on uh, Hydra trail for a while now. He's infiltrated them to know what's up with them. If anything, they can stop. And then all of a sudden, when they start getting feedback from Black Widow, Hydra warns them. He makes an announcement that it's even funny. He makes an announcement that there's no way he's going to take the crap Dr. Doom is selling. And then he knows that the world is doesn't support them, is against them, blah blah blah. But then they do this for the good of the world, and that they are going to invade Doctor Doom Latveria, the original Latveria, the original Latveria as an island on its own. They are going to invade it and kill Doctor Doom. So Scarlet, so Black Widow is with them and was like, okay, she's going to follow them. And so they should hurry up, and also the Avengers and the Fantastic for the heroes combined should hurry up and join the fun. And we're like, okay, an enemy of an enemy is a friend, but not Captain America. Do he just doesn't believe any of them? He doesn't believe any of them can be good. So nah, here it goes. Not ever. Never with him or never with Hydra. They never want to team with any of them. So they also plan to go after Doctor Doom and also plan on stopping Hydra on its tracks. So the rest is just how they transport to Latvian, with see Richard making an invisible plane from force fields, which scares the hell out of Spider-Man actually. He was like, but why would we go in invisible force field? Or you can just make a plane invisible. Oh well. And they just some bromance between Spidey and I don't talk about it. Just some bromance. So and one thing I want to talk about this comic is the art is very nice. Like how they did the art, the painting, it's actually nice. It's actually nice. They did the art very, very well. And this serious work apparently. Okay, so when they get to Latvian, and the last time they when they get to Latvian, obviously there's a forceful protecting it as always. And the last time they even tried to punch one, it took them to the past. So they were careful, but then the thing is not being careful. So he just pointed and it showed the shock wave of it crossing to the other end. And so it's protected and they don't have anything to do about it. And the force field is so strong to the point that not even vision could penetrate, nor Captain Marvel could read the energy, right? Although it's an energy it's an energy. That's protecting it. But then she doesn't know the kind of energy that is that Dr. Doom used, and it's very strange. And Scarlet and that widow got her communication, whatever, destroyed by the first when she tried to go in with Hydra. Yeah, when she tried to go in with Hydra, she got her communication device destroyed, so she couldn't contact them and tell them about the first field. And so as they were telling them what to do, even Scarlet cannot destroy the first field. It will take about weeks. It will take about few weeks for her to weaken it, to not even destroy it, for her to weaken the first field. That's Supreme Doctor Doom for you. I mean, he's always prepared for everything. And then as they get there and they are planning on what to do, how to break the first field, another broadcast comes inside. Another broadcast is telecasted, and it turns out after Hydra went for Doctor Doom, now they've just changed their mind. Baron Zemo has changed his mind. That's oh, I mean, Doctor Doom is not that bad. Yes. At first, I thought the guy is some evil guy trying to take over the world, but I was wrong. I was actually wrong. And that he's actually doing what's best for the world. For that, we Hydra are going to support him. Everybody in Hydra is going to support him. Wow. I rest my case. I don't have anything to comment about it. Let me just continue. So he announces to the world that he's going to help Dr. Doom and that every Hydra agent across the globe is going to destroy mines and they are going to build schools to help in the free education Dr. Doom is providing. And as soon as the heroes see this, no, this fake, it can't be real. This can never be real. That's 100% fake. So they try to do anything, everything to sabotage my man, Dr. Doom. After all the great things he has done, preventing conflict, providing free healthcare, and these heroes are so in denial. I want to bring this guy down because he's a villain. And so Mr. Richard or with Richard sets however he's doing his tech and finds the where the broadcast is coming from, where Hydra is right now. So they find it, and then the Avengers split into two. One destroys the force field or the shield, and then the other go after Baron Zemo, killing two birds with one stone. So they divide and then they go. And it turns out, um, no, I shouldn't no spoilers. Just have to relax and wait for what's about to happen. So shortly they got to Hydra and then they took over. Yes, they took over Hydra's moving island. Destroyed, blah blah blah, some romance. Destroyed them actually. It was 100% victory, like an easy win for them. It was too easy and none of them thought of it. I mean they have the smartest man on earth with them. I mean he never thought of this as a trap. Come on. And they also have Tony Stark, one of the smartest on earth. And he still doesn't know that this might be a trap. Oh well. So they go there, they invade the place, they win the battle against Hydra Flying Island. They capture Baron Zemo. And this should even tell you that it's not real because you've been trying to capture this guy for a very long time. And to this since World War II and you've never won against him. they've won against him, but they've never been able to complete the mission. And now you've just done it. And nothing is telling you that, oh, this might be a trap. And yet they still continue to do it. So when they catch Zemu, and then Captain America kind of knows that this is not the guy, and he's just a Doombot. And they destroy the head. And with Richard also has a way of getting information from them that Doctor Doom, know. I'm quite sure he knows. Just that it's a situation where I know like that kind of situation. With Richard thinks Doctor Doom doesn't know, and Doctor Doom knows which Richard, my God, and Doctor Doom knows which Richard knows he thinks he doesn't know. So that's the same situation. So he used it to his advantage. The ignorance being a blessing, he used it to his advantage. And then he got the information he needed where Dr. Doom destroyed the original Baron Zemo and then replaced it with the Doombots. So Iron Man decides to use it to his advantage. Although he's a Nazi, but then yes, this will tell the world that he's actually fake and he hasn't changed. And that he will kill anybody who gets in his way. And so they will appeal to the world. The truth flies faster than lies. So they tried something, did a broadcast, and then Iron Man spoke to the world, told them blah blah blah. He's lying to everybody, and so they heroes they will save the day once again, like always. Uh, blah blah blah. Yeah. So that's why in the and conclusion being don't believe him and don't believe his lies. And so they will save the day once again. So when the broadcast ended, I got the message that Dr. Doom has been using them for a while now. And so they are pissed or pretending to be pissed, or they are maybe actually pissed that they've been controlled for a while now, and they're even building schools. How come a whole Hydra is building schools? They should be killing people, killing instead of building schools or destroying mines. And so also in Europe, they actually say, Simone, your heroes killed our leader. And it turns out you've been taking fake commands from someone else. And for that, you are going to pay for it. You are going to kill everybody we see. And so they take and try to kill a civilian, a normal civilian, causing havoc. And then, boom, the hero shows up. And like some ground manipulation, oh. So, no spoilers. Let me just get to it. It's getting interesting. Let me get to it. So he kills the Hydra agent and then lands there, which is Doom Source or Doom Dinosaurs, however you are going to call it. And then starts with another broadcast. My loyal subjects, I confess I did lie to you, but I do not apologize. Arrogant as ever. That's what I like the Doom. He's always confident. He doesn't need anybody's approval. When he says this be, it shall be. Because he's Dr. Doom. Whatever he says shall be. And then he tells them that yes, he killed Zemo a few months ago. And Scar also a few months ago. Those guys were Nazis that were never going to compromise. They were never going to help the world. Although he appealed to them peacefully, but then they refused. So he killed them. He actually killed them. They are racist also, so he killed them all. And he accomplished a feat that the heroes, World War chess heroes, have not been able to accomplish since World War II. Is what this guy is getting at. He just used a bit. He just used Hydra to beat the heroes. Like he just did it on a whim. And what they've been trying to do for a decade, more than a decade, he accomplished it within a day. He killed Red Skull and then Baron Zemo in just a day. What they couldn't do, the competent heroes couldn't do, he did it in a day. And because of their error, because of their trying to save their skin, trying to be the good guys, trying to look good, this is what they've done. Now, no more schools are going to be built because of them. No more land or whatever. No more landmines are going to be destroyed, are going to be cleared by Hydra. No more schools, no more hospitals because of what the Avengers have done. And there were actually going to be a lot of schools to help the world. But then the competent heroes have done all this just because they wanted to save their skin and look good. And now Iron Man knows that okay, he's fucked up. What they fell for it hook, line, and sinker. And now I hate Richard Reed that okay, I've actually messed up. I'm the smartest man and I've actually fell for it. And he deduced it exactly as Dr. Doom did. That he knew that they would obviously like to reveal the truth. And then they'll go after Hydra. He deduced everything. And then was like, we did precisely as he predicted. It's so obvious of us. And then he was like, wow. I think this comic is the biggest comic after Black Hunt. Just like Black Hunt was for last year, I think this will be for this year. Just like Secret Wars was few years back. And yeah, Chaos War was. I think this is the next biggest comic, probably. And if it's not, and this is just an average comic for the year, then Marvel's actually cooking. Marvel's actually cooking real hard because there's a lot to come from this. There's a lot to come from this actually. And so we should read the news from it. And he manipulated everybody in the world just for him to look good. Like he just did it on a whim to look good. Like this guy is very goated. And he said that don't worry, my loyal subjects, I've come to save you from the so-called heroes. I've come to correct their wrongs once again. I've come to clean their mess. You are cared for. Manipulation, like this on a level more than Eisen. Like this guy is manipulating people more than Eisen. Of, of you are cared for. This is Ariana Cody shit. That's for real. This guy is really manipulating there. I never thought Doom would be this manipulative. Doom is just smart, all books, science, magic. But then, he's on some serious cooking business here. And he said Doom is wisdom, Doom is power, Doom is prosperity. And only Doom can save you. Now look how look at the face that the woman is giving. That I'm safe. And he's going to show this to the world that he saved everybody from the heroes. And now he's going to look good instead of the heroes. Now everybody is going to trust him. Maybe not everybody, but then everybody is going to trust him. And okay, yeah, this is the this is the end of the issue one. And I could continue issue two today, but then I can't do that. So you have to subscribe to my channel, like this video, turn on notification for more comic related content. Yeah, I'll be streaming issue two tomorrow. So I'll be expecting you to follow. So you should follow me, like subscribe. I'll be starting a podcast soon. Although I'm a new content creator, I'm still learning, but it's going to get fun. It's going to get interesting. So you should actually subscribe to my channel and turn on notification. Now I'm manipulating you like Doom.